Is it moving? What's the wellness like? Is it green right now?
It's red.
Super red. How about now? Better? Good. Good. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I got it.
You got it?
It's a little delayed, so I was able to walk myself and walk away. I'm going to keep standing here.
But it works.
Make sure it's all good. All the way here. Good job. Over here. Good job. Yeah, that's great. Good audio.
Oh my God!
Did it. Now to watch the stream from somewhere else. Yeah, I'm not in the stand-up. I'm in the improv.
Everyone was
Nice, nice.
I got a roof.
Here. Can't see you? We're gonna be like about here. No one's really gonna be over here too much.
Do you want me to?
Yeah. You can. You can just sleep right here and the blind spot in the camera. And we're like, no one ever knew. There's just a random guy on stage all the time.
Maybe it's a television show?
Are you plugging my show?
I totally am.
Thank you, man. You know, Spotify's gonna pick up. You know, Netflix is gonna pick up in like a little bit. I don't know.
Oh wait, send it. No, not like you can do everything else. Everything else. What's it take?
Wow.
Well, no, because I deleted the old one. Because it's just the first three letters of the first and last Yeah, no, it's kind of thin. Anyways, we don't see anything. I should have just put this
Hello. Welcome to the Student Stand-Up's first show of the last semester. Yes. Welcome to Saturday Detention. Okay. Doing great. How you guys doing? Where are my crickets at? Alright. When I come out here, I really can't see many people's faces. I usually think, hello, darkness, my old friend. I've come to talk with you again. That one's called The Sound of Silence. Thank you. I'm killing it out here. Why don't we bow our heads for a blessing? Let's do that. God, country, Notre Dame. All right, God bless you all. Valentine's Day is coming up. That's all I got. Just want to let you know. Yeah, my old girlfriend, she used to like to get down and dirty. She had this weird fetish with being buried alive. At least I think that's what she said. Okay. I wasn't always a comedian. I used to be a baby. Back when I was younger. I remember I got baptized. At 6 months, I decided to get baptized. I said, Mom and Dad, I'm ready. I'm ready to get baptized. I understand the mysteries of the church, and I'd like to be a part of it. Also, I'd like for someone else to dunk my head underwater. Okay, that didn't work. My parents are great, actually. Yeah, my mom and dad are actually here with us. I can feel their presence. Anyways, my pinky comes in handy. I knew that wasn't going to work. I've been looking for jobs a lot lately. That's what I've been up to. I've been, looking at all the sites, jobs.com, book of job, looking for jobs. I've been writing a resume. It's French for Zoom. They expect you to put all your life achievements onto one single page. And the sad part is I can't even fill it up. I'm really scraping for stuff. Like I'm putting down awards. 2006 Pinewood Derby. Honorable mention. That's the thing they don't tell you about honorable mention is it's not really worth mentioning. So that's going good. I need a job though. You don't have a lot of great thinkers anymore. You ever realize that? Pretty interesting job being a thinker. It's like, honey, I'm off to work. Oh, darling, did you forget your... don't interrupt me while I'm working. So not a lot of those. I'm a great thinker, I'm just not a good talker. Alright, I got a joke about meat that I'll probably butcher. I have a bunch of pizza jokes. Never land. It's not the delivery. It's DiGiorno. I am a pretty good person. I've never worn blackface on purpose. But one time I went to Six Flags, and I noticed that the hand paint station was unattended, the face paint. So I gave myself an eye patch, and I gave myself a mustache and a goatee and some angry eyebrows. And then it started to rain at Six Flags. And then I got on a roller coaster at Six Flags. And then when I got off the roller coaster, I got arrested. And I was like, are these cops racist or woke? Turns out it's just because I stole face paint. Alright, we didn't like that one. My roommate and I, we discovered a vibrator in our apartment. And I knew it wasn't ours because we didn't know that it was a vibrator. And I picked it up and I was like, oh, someone left their lipstick here. Why don't I just unscrew it? And this is true. And I was like, oh, there's no lipstick in here. It's just a battery. And then we looked at each other and went, oh, this is a shock pen. Someone left their shock pen in our apartment. So we passed it back and forth, and it was like, we're like, one of us has got to press it, completely neglecting the fact that there was no pen portion to this shock pen. And finally, I decided to click it, and my friend was like, are you being shocked? And I was like, no, it's kind of just vibrating. And he said, why don't you click it again? And I was like, yeah, this shock setting's a bit higher. And then we looked at each other and I was like, oh, this is a vibrator. But we double checked, so it definitely was. Anyways, we got a good show for you guys tonight. I'm glad you could make it out here. Why don't you give it up for your first comic, my son, Timothy Merkel. Big hand.
Hello? Hello? Is it on? Okay. Hi. I'm gonna start you guys off on a high note. I'll do a few high notes. My sister's a girl. I guess that's how sisters work. She always complains to my brother and I. Now, we never put the toilet seat down, and she never notices, and she falls in. I am 19 years old, and I have never once fallen in the toilet. I'm pretty sure she's trying to fall in, thinking like she's gonna go to the insurance company and be like, yes, I need to file a claim. Like farmers, we know a thing or two because we've seen a thing or two, and we know this happens all the time. So we can give you money for your hardship. My brother and I are like, okay, this is kind of weird. I really refuse to believe this happens. We're like, what does this relate to? So there's people that jump in front of cars to try and get money from them. So to combat this, people got dash cams. So my brother and I thought of the next best thing and put a camera in our bathroom. So I mean, you could say that we saw a thing or two. There's this kid in my dorm who goes to the communal bathroom with no shoes on. Alright, he is barefoot. I'm petrified of this man. I don't know, who you are or how you were brought up, that is just a good idea. To just like let your toes indulge in the festivities that are a college dorm bathroom. Like, I don't get it. Like, I jerk off in the shower. And so I've seen him walk into the shower with no shoes on and just stand there with the water off. Like, you're stepping on my kids. You're committing genocide with no shoes on. Who does that? Let that sink in. All right? So have any of you guys ever used the bathroom outside? Like, you know, not just like outside, like in a porta potty, like on the side of your house. Like you're playing. My brother and I do it all the time. We go play out in the backyard, and then we go to the side of the house, and we take a piss. You know, it's pretty good. Save time. You got hop into action twice as fast. All right, you save water. The plants got water. Win-win for everyone all around. All right, it was never a bad thing until you shit in the yard and get caught. But it wasn't like parents who caught us, or mainly me. It was the neighbors. And so then my parents would be like, what happened? Like, where'd this come from? We'd be like, well, the new neighbors, it was their dog. We went about our day. Our parents believed us. And then it was all fine and dandy until we had a party. And the neighbors came over and were talking to my parents, like, did the kids figure it out with the pooping in the yard type of thing? And they're like, oh, it's been the dog the whole time. And neighbors were like, yeah, we don't have a dog. And so that's why I'm not allowed outside unsupervised anymore. It's okay. Yeah. So everyone knows what you're talking about when you say you're a STEM major. All right? You don't need to like explain it to people. But I think that the acronym needs to be adjusted. I think it should stand for sexist, titty-loving, English as a second language men. Yes, everyone's gender studies minor? Gotcha. Yeah, that's all good. Cool. So I think people are getting pretty soft nowadays. I say one Joe Mama joke, and I'm not allowed to volunteer at the orphanage anymore. Like, I'm the bad guy? I'm volunteering. I'm spending my time with these kids. I don't really see what's bad about this. The joke is in the name. Or like, people get mad at me. I love playing one of my favorite games. Is going into the city and betting on which homeless person will get to the piece of food that I throw in the group with them first. A great game. All right, fair odds for all. Anyone of any age can play, and the payouts are nice. But I'm a bad guy. Okay, or like another example. We would play Ring Around the Rosie when we were young. Parents did not care. Parents didn't come up and tell us like, hey guys, so that song you're singing is about people getting killed by a plague and their bodies being burned and their bodies being turned to ashes. They're just like, no, you guys can keep singing that. But when I say dark humor is like a child with cancer, it never gets old. Everyone's attacking me. They both involve death, and they both have involve kids in some capacity. But it's my bad. I don't really get that. Moving on, the musical group New Boys is a great song called "Better with the Lights On." A smasher. All right, a very catchy song. But the chorus is a little wonky. The chorus says, "I hope you don't take this the wrong way, girl. You look better with the lights off." How the fuck are you supposed to take that? Like, what's the right way? What's the right way to be like, oh yeah, I totally get that. Like, thank you for saying that to me. That's literally saying like, you're hot, but like, you look better with like a bag over your head. But like, that's just me. And I just am frustrated with this song because been talking to girls, it's gotten a little spicy, and she goes, I think you look better with the lights off. And I'm like, okay, I like where this is going, and then she shuts off the lights and then leaves. Yeah, it's cool. It's happened 4 times. It's like all good. I guess you could say like I know a thing or two, because like I haven't seen a thing or two. I'm sorry, I'm just a STEM kid, alright? I love tits. Okay, so that's all I got. Thank you.
those tits. Okay. All right, how's everyone doing? Still doing good? Yeah, keep that enthusiasm up. Before we bring on your next performer, actually, let's just bring on your next performer. Give it up for my brother-in-law, Ed Haggerty.
All right. How you guys doing? Oh, okay. No, thanks. That'd be good. Thanks. I got kind of a confession to make at this point. Pretty early in the talk for that, but I have a confession to make. I was pretty dumb in kindergarten, and I'm not afraid to say it. And I have evidence for it. I know I was dumb in kindergarten, and here's my evidence. I did not know my last name in kindergarten, and that's pretty tough. I mean, that's a pretty tough look for a 5-year-old. But like I know it now. It's Haggerty, like Haggerty Family Cafe. I'm not related or anything, but I feel like I haven't used that enough. Like I could probably just show up there at some point with like a fedora, like a fancy looking clipboard, and be like, I'm one of you. just come into the cafe, and I think it would take like 15 minutes or something to figure it out. And be like, what is your job term? They're like, no, I'm only going to show my like ID card, but like also try to put as much gelato into my pocket as possible before exiting. But I didn't need to know that. Is the thing. I didn't need to know my last name in kindergarten. Like people would be like, what's your name? And I'd be like, Edward. And that's the end of the transaction. Like that's all. I mean, I walked away from that conversation thinking that was like a slam dunk at that point. And it all fell through though. It all came crashing down in kindergarten when my teacher decided to play the name game, where we just go around the room and say our full names. This is a dumb game, but it's the thing we play. So my classmates were saying their names, and I was a little bit nervous because they were saying 2 names, and I only had 1 on the batting line. So I was like, what should I do at this point? I didn't study for this. And they got to me, and I was like, I am going to guess, is my response to them. I'm going to guess. So my last name is Haggerty, and she's like, you, what's your name? I'm like, you probably know this, but she's like, you, what's your name? I say, my name is Edward. I had that down pretty well, so only one I have. So she said, what's your name? I said, Edward. Henry. And she's like, that's not right. That's not on the paper. And she's like, oh, I'm sorry. I should have clarified. We're doing first name and last name, not first name and middle name. I was like, what the fuck is a middle name? What are you talking about? How many names do you want right now, right? So I was like, okay. She's like, just try it again. I was like, okay. I was reading the room in kindergarten. I was like, okay, so first one, probably wrong, because I had to do it again. So I was like, she's like, all right, what's your name? I was like, my name is Edward. Edward. I just thought it was my name twice, like a Pokemon. I was like, that's the one. And she's like, that's also wrong. And I feel so bad for her as a kindergarten teacher because, like, can you just imagine dealing with that? Like, imagine you're grading a test. It's probably a pretty easy test, too. It's like draw a circle or something like that. And one of the kids that you're trying to grade didn't even get past the name line. Like, he didn't even get that right. Like, if I was a teacher, I would quit right there. I'd be like, I'm done, okay? And so luckily, I'm not a kindergarten teacher, but I really miss being a student in kindergarten. I'll be honest. I love that. I really like being a student in kindergarten was really cool because you can do anything. Basically, you can like put hand sanitizer on your hand and lick it. You're like, ew, that's gross. And the teacher's like, how are you still alive right now? And then so there is one specific thing that I really, really miss from kindergarten, and that is the game that we played. This game is called Heads Up, 7 Up. I don't know if you guys have heard of that or not. I don't know if you're familiar, but here's how it's played. So the teacher would say, heads down, put our heads down on the desk. And then she'd say, thumbs up, and we throw our thumbs up on the desk. And then she'd say, 7 up. And then 7 of our classmates would walk around the class, and they would tap the thumb of one of the people who had their head down and thumb up. And once you got tapped, you put your thumb down, and then you choose from the people, like the 7 people that chose, they all lined up like a prison line, basically, at the front of the room, and you chose, like, you were the one that chose me. And I was the shit at that game. I was awesome. That heads up 7. Oh my god. So, and there's a reason, I don't boast out of, I have a reason for it. So here's the reason. Basically, the people in my class, all the boys, whenever they were playing heads up 7 up, they would just smash the thumb. They would just like walk up when it was time to shoot and shoot them, basically. I didn't do that. That's stupid. Because they gave themselves away. It's a boy. So I would just go up there and like just kind of whoop, and then run to the front of the line and give them my tough guy clothes, because that was my thing. Like I was the tough guy. Tough guy clothes at the front. And it worked amazingly. I was so condescending up at the front. I was like, because, I choose Michael or something, and Michael would be like, hey, it's Harry. And I'd be like, Michael, you buffoon. It was me. It has been me this whole time. Sit down. Don't talk to me. We're done. And so we get to this point, and I'm feeling pretty cocky at this point. I'm great at this game. I don't know if I said that, but I'm really good at this game. And so this strategy worked every single time, except for one. Except for one single time. And I'm going to tell you about that. So I was walking around. I was choosing. I had already gotten through a few rounds, obviously, because I was good at this game. So I was choosing people that were missing me, whatever. And eventually, an idea hit me in my head. And I decided, you know what, I'm going to choose Catherine this time. And that's a big deal, because I knew that Catherine had a crush on me. That's a huge deal in kindergarten. I got to imagine. So I'm like, who would even, imagine that you would choose your crush and heads up 7 up? No one! No one at all. I knew there was a chance that she liked me. Not a chance. So I'm like, I'm going to do that. That's easy. So I see Catherine's, she says, heads down, thumbs up, 7 up, and I'm just getting ready to do it. I see Catherine's stomach, whoop, run up to the front, my tough guy pose, because that's what they're all about. They love me for that. And so I'm up in the front, and my teacher says, thumbs down, heads up, 7 up, and everyone is ready. People are choosing, people are going down the line, they're getting stuff wrong because they're dumb and they're in kindergarten. And finally it's Catherine's turn. She's the last person. And she's just looking at the crowd, and she locks eyes with me. And she says, Edward! And I was like, shit! She got me. And if that was it, that would have been fine. I can take losing or whatever. If she had stopped there. But she did not stop there. She said, Edward chose me because he's my boyfriend, which is the worst thing you can say in front of a class of kindergarten. They went ape shit. They lost their mind. They're like, boyfriend! And I was like, no, she's lying, it's all a lie. They weren't listening to me at that point. And I was just crawling back to my desk, and they were shaking me, just like, losing their minds. And I was just, the teacher had to cut the game short. That's how bad it got. She didn't even take control of her class. And at that point, she dismissed them to recess, and they forgot about it eventually. I didn't forget though. This stuck with me for a long time. I still got triggered. I still get triggered when I hear heads up 7 up. Like at a little league game, someone hit a foul ball, and one of the dads, says, "Oh, heads up!" And I got like a Vietnam flashback. Or like I was ordering food at a restaurant. Said, "Oh, I want a Sprite," and the waiter said, "Oh, I'm sorry, we don't want Sprite, but you got 7 up." And I'm like, I'm not thirsty anymore. I don't know how I made it into college. I'll be honest. I don't know how that happened. But yeah, honestly, that's all I got for you. My name is Edward, and really guys have a good day. Thank you.
Hey, another big round of applause for Ed. I don't know why I keep bringing this out. But before we bring on your next performer, I just wanted to let you know that I love puppets. I love ventriloquism. And ventriloquism is a pretty funny word. Of course, from the Latin, ventra I was, and loquism, neglected as a child. So, on that note, why don't we have another big round of applause for my sister-in-law. She came all the way out here for this. Give it a big round of applause for first-time performer Megan O'Gorman.
We love you, Megan.
Woo woo! I love you too. I hope that was someone I love. Alright, I'm gonna pop this one. So my name is Megan, and I recently tried to figure out if I might be bisexual. Pretty big news for me. This is actually the first time that I've publicly admitted that. And I know I shouldn't say admitted because it kind of makes it sound like Clinton-esque, you know, like I did have sexual relations with that woman. No, but I was trying to figure it out. And I didn't know, you know, like I have a really bad gaydar. My freshman year roommate, she brought her girlfriend back to the dorm, and I was like, cool, is Sarah gonna sleep on the futon? She's like, no, she's not gonna do that. And then I woke up to them snuggling, and I was like, that's so cute. Just like gals being pals. They're like sisters. That was not what was happening. Yeah, so I'm not the most qualified to like self-diagnose, because I have bad gaydar, and then there's a whole other level of, I don't even know if I'm gay dar. Yeah, it actually never would have occurred to me that I might be into women if it weren't for Tinder. I'm wearing flannels and a beanie, and I've got short nails in my Tinder profile, and the Tinder algorithm was like, are we sure about this? Let's just fact check that a little bit. So it was really cool, because then I got to see men and women at the same time on Tinder. There were definitely some similarities, some differences. Both men and women have a lot of fishing pics, which was cool, but the women, it always looks more impressive because they're generally smaller. Like whenever I see a guy now, I'm just like, wow, you're like 1.5 trout tall. But it is different. Like when a girl swipes right on you, it feels like a big deal. But when a guy swipes right on you, you're like, all right, like you're just trying to get with anybody. But a girl can, like she can afford to be choosy. That's a pretty big deal. And then the conversations are kind of different. Guys are pretty direct. They know what they're about, but they're kind of drier. So like, gentlemen, stop playing defense because you have the balls. And then the girls, they were like friendly, somewhere in between friendly and flirty. It was honestly a little bit annoying, like could you please try to seduce me a little bit? But I did end up finally getting a date with this one girl. I scheduled her into my calendar, which I think means that now I have the gay agenda. And it was hard to choose what date I should take her on, because I was like, I love to cook, but I don't want to spend the whole time on this date wishing I was eating out. Yeah. So I went on a few dates with this woman, and it started progressing, and I was nervous because I had never dated a woman before, and I was like, I don't know what to do with my hands. What do I do? So I did the only logical thing, was I texted every man in my contacts list, could you describe to me how you would go down on a woman? Oh, someone back there was the recipient of one of those texts. It is a fun way to like start casually sexting everyone you know. You learn a lot about your friends when you just lead with that. But I did feel a little bit bad for these guys. I was like emotionally catfishing them. And like, I don't want to be the next anti-Teo, but I feel like I kind of screwed them there. So I did go on a few dates with this woman, and she was smart, and she was funny, and she was hot, and she had a vagina. And as it turns out, that last one was kind of a deal breaker for me. And realizing you don't want to date women isn't like a feel-good story if you're not a member of ND Republicans. Just that self-discovery journey was just a circle. Right, so don't worry, I'm not gonna end you with just like, oh, she tried dating women and now she's straight. This story approved by the lock. So I'll give you this story instead. So that same gay roommate as earlier, I would say every once in a while, like, oh, hey, I got to work through some stuff with Patricia, or Patricia's going to buzz me because Patricia's my therapist. And I guess I didn't make that clear enough because one day I was like, oh, sorry, I've got an appointment. I'm talking to Patricia. I can't spend time with you today. And she just looks at me and goes, talking? I thought Patricia was your vibrator. So it turns out we all get a little bit confused sometimes.
before our next performer, I just want a nice round of applause for my niece, Dasha. Dasha.
Hi guys. So yeah, I only got one joke today. I'm Russian, and I actually lived in Russia for like 16 years. And you know what? The only thing I feel bad for Americans in terms of their politics is that they actually have to remember all the presidents they had over 20 years instead of remembering this one name.
Hey. So, and that's you guys how you're doing, but I don't really give a shit. Names are weird. Names are weird because they're just like words. You can say certain words and you can't say certain words. Just like you can name your kid something and you can't name your kid something else. You know, it's kind of like, you know, how white people can't say. Never mind. But it's like you never run into a little boy named Adolf anymore. It's something that doesn't happen. You don't drop your kid off at school and you see, you know, little blonde-haired, blue-eyed Adolf playing with his easy bake oven, shoving anything you can find in there, playing over there, and then the teacher comes by and goes, no, little Adolf, why don't you go play with your planes with Osama over there? Stuff like that just doesn't really happen anymore. Those names aren't used in normal conversation. It's the same reason why you never drop your daughter off at Epstein dance troupe camp. Oh. Boo. But I guess my question is, how do you get on the canceled name list? Like, how many people, you know, you gotta, how many people do you gotta get on that list? I have no idea, and it's frankly a lot. Let's bring it back a little bit. Ted Bundy is the most famous serial rapist maybe of all time. Another guy named Ted was formerly known as the Unabomber. I bet you went to bed with a teddy bear in your arms every night when you were little. That's the same as me coming up and saying, "Good night, honey. Did you grab your Saddam squirrel before you went to bed?" Yeah, stuff like that just doesn't happen. We got a lot of ladies in the audience today. How we doing, ladies? Terrible. That's okay. Ladies, I don't understand you very well, and I'm going to tell you why. All of you guys are hunting for that one encompassing gay best friend that you either already have or you're currently in the search for. And, you know, I don't have a problem with that. I'm happy with you guys being friends with gay guys. It's just that, you know, you never find a group of dudes with that one lesbian girlfriend. It's something that doesn't happen. You know, something that would bring me a lot of peace and happiness in my life is if I just had that one bun to encompass the sausage fest that is me and my friends hanging out all the time. That would really tie the knot. But we don't have that, and you know, I've been reflecting on why that isn't a thing. And I think it's because one dude definitely fucked up one time and ruined it for the rest of us. And I was thinking about what this dude could have done, and I finally came to the conclusion, like, girls, you go out with your friends, girls' night! Woo! Alright, clearly not girls' night tonight. But you're bringing your friend Alex along. So Alex is coming along with girls' night. You guys are having a couple drinks. You guys are really feeling good, having fun, saying some stupid stuff, making some stupid decisions, whatever. You guys go home. Alex wakes up the next day. You guys are all still best friends. That's fine. Dudes would work completely differently. You go out with a dude's night! Yeah! Dudes that go out, they're bringing their friend Alex along because, you know, that name works in both ways. And she's along, she's having fun with the guys, everyone's getting a little drunk, getting a little stupid. And we all know there's going to be that one dude who's going to be like, hey Alex. Wouldn't it be so weird if, like, we made out or something? You know how weird that would be? That would be like the weirdest thing ever. Like totally the weirdest if we did that. Because we're friends, this is weird. Alice wakes up in the morning, never talks to a dude again. That's what happens. So I finally came to the conclusion when girls finally say that they're not into guys anymore, they mean like completely, they're done with guys. That's all I got for you guys tonight. Have a good one. Another big round of applause for Tom. Good job, Tom. Okay, we got one more performer for you guys. For that, I'll just talk a little bit. You know, someone once said to me, you know, you're a pretty strange person, just a thought. That's not just a thought. It was, but then you said it. Now it's a statement. I'm a part of Generation Z, Gen Z. Not the most hopeful generation on account of Z is the last letter in the alphabet. Where do we go from there? Anyone here got kids? Exactly. Not looking good, guys. All right, I just want to say Happy Valentine's Day. What else? Oh yeah, we got one more performer. Give it up for my uncle, Matt Fleming.
Good to be back. Good to be back. I had a great winter break. It was long. I spent most of it at home with my family. 2 older brothers. We're really close. I love it when brothers are close. When brothers do stuff together, I think that's really cool. Like the Wright brothers. The Wright brothers got together and invented flying. It's like the pinnacle of success. One time, me and my brothers got together and we split up our parents. So we got our, we put our brains together and we were like, all right, let's get into cheat on each other. That's what we came up with. And it started off pretty passive, like a plumber would come over and we'd be like, damn mom, look at those pipes, But we ended up taking it to another level. You know when like you're younger and that one douchey kid's like, I'm gonna bang your mom or whatever. I'd give him her number, but like, she's home alone right now too. That was fun. And they did get divorced, so not taking any credit or anything, but there was a big custody battle, and like what usually happens in these cases, my mom won. So me and my brothers had to go live with my dad. That's actually not true. In reality, she walked out on us. You hear this stereotype a lot that like not having a dad is like a black thing or whatever. I think that's racist. I think that's ignorant. But I think not having a mom is like the whitest shit ever. Because usually when a dad walks out, it's like early on, there's real shit going on. It's usually like before he gets to know the kids. But when a mom walks out, it's usually because she gets to know her kids. And what's more a white woman than thinking your kids are too toxic for you? I know this isn't relatable, I'm sorry. Like, oh, I'm sorry, there's not really good for my mental health right now. I really need some me space. No one here, huh? No? But don't blame my mom, though. It actually was a very abusive household. It was very controlling. We would boss her around all the time, asking for like, food and affection and stuff like that. Misogynistic. She would actually often say to me, this is true, she would look me in the eye and say, Matt, I should have fucking aborted you. Uncomfortable, I know. And that doesn't sound funny. I know it doesn't sound funny. But when you think about it for a second, it's actually fucking hilarious. Let me explain why. Because a common pro-life argument is like the mom's always going to regret it, right? She's always going to have that guilt. She's always going to have that what if. And here's my mom throwing that argument out the fucking window. Yeah, I have a what if. What if I stab you in the head when I have a fucking chance, Piece of shit. To be fair though, she does have regret. So it's uncomfortable. People get uncomfortable whatever. Don't feel bad though. I've actually moved on. I'm actually seeing someone now, which is cool. We met online. We started seeing each other like every week and more. And we kept seeing each other, things were going well. Things are going well. And around my age, people don't like to put labels on things, it's like what are we? But we've been seeing each other long enough that I think I can officially say she is my therapist. I started seeing her because I'm sexually confused. I definitely like women, I just don't know how sex works. When do I start peeing, you know? No, but even my therapist didn't know how to respond. She got uncomfortable when I brought up the abortion thing. She just fell silent. Fast forward a few seconds. I'm sitting on her couch crying, and she just goes, you know, it was her body, her choice. I'm just as pro-choice as anyone. But I thought that was kind of a bizarre response. Is that just me? Like, I'm on her couch crying about my addiction to milk porn or whatever. And she's going Roe v. Wade on me. Like, I'm even talking to her. Oh yeah, I mean, I walked out of therapy more fucked up than when I came in. That's like coming out of confession feeling more guilty than when you went in. And that's another big story. Transitions. No, so in my middle school, I went to an all-Catholic middle school. And we would have this like school-wide confession. And they would round up all the prepubescent boys and girls. And they'd bring us into this auditorium. When you get in there, the lights were dim, there's candles lit, there's an acoustic guitar playing, and all these kids are looking all nervous. It looks like a spin class on Epstein's Island. And you get in there, and there's like the host who has like a smile on his face going like, get your sins ready, boys and girls, and he's looking too happy, you know? It's just so weird. And in case you couldn't think of anything, you were prepared, they had a slideshow. And this slideshow would just like play sins like a rhetorical question for what I wanted to think about. And keep in mind, like, we're in middle school. And it's putting them in like the version of like the 10 Commandments, and a lot of them just did not apply. Like we're in 7th grade. It's like, have you coveted your neighbor's wife? My friend Lou's dad's kind of hot. I don't know. Also, like our sins are more complicated. Like you can't boil it down to just one thing. I almost wanted to raise my hand and be like, what if you trying to get your friend to fuck your mom since you divorced your dad? What does that count as? No, yeah, and then there was a whole section on like adultery, right? It would just be like fantasy stuff that would be going up on the slide. And it would go, so the first question was, have you ever fantasized about the opposite sex? Which is funny because they didn't even consider fantasizing about the same sex. They're like, if you think about gay shit, don't even bother confessing. You might as well already be in hell. But, no. I thought that was fun. Sorry. But then it got more and more specific. So it would go, do you picture naked women? Then it would go, do you picture naked women doing things to you? And I'm like, is this slideshow turning me on right now? I'm getting a boner sitting there, what the fuck is he? It's like, do I have to confess this? Like, it's entrapment. I was half ready for it to be like, do you picture Margot Robbie coming out of the shower and Sophie Boo was like, you pervert. But then a thing came up that really made me sit up in my chair. So it just came on the board, do you pleasure yourself? And I'm in 7th grade, I didn't even know what that meant at the time. I'm just like, I mean, I like Oreos, I don't know. My friend tapped me on the shoulder and he's like, bro, do you jerk off? I'm like, that's what that fucking means? I was like, what the fuck? I was like, masturbate? I have to confess to that? I was like, I got all nervous. You know what? I was like, I'm a good Catholic, you know? I masturbate, but I don't wear a condom. So I was like, I guess I'll confess to this. I'm a good Catholic. So I get up there to Greek Father Tom. I get there and I start listing off my sins one by one. Eventually I build up the courage and I'm like, forgive me, Father, for I have sinned. I masturbate. And he pauses. I say, thank you, Matt. Clearly that was very hard, no pun intended. Matt, I want you to know that I have urges too. That was just actually fun. Hearing your priest say that he has urges too, it's kind of like when you see like the mall Santa Claus in the back parking lot with like his beard pulled down smoking a cigarette. Like, I'm never going to look at you the same again. You know, the curtain's completely been pulled off. But he goes further. And he says, in fact, Matt, I have given in to my urges. So I'll repeat that. This 70-year-old man is looking into my middle school eyes saying, I jack off. It's 9:30 on a Tuesday. I still have a boner from the slideshow. I have like a math test in 20 minutes. What the fuck is going on? I just wanted to get out of there as soon as possible. Eventually he gives me some homophobic hate crimes to commit as my penance. And he sticks out his hand as if forgetting the conversation we just had. Like, bro, I couldn't help but think about all the Eucharist I got from that hand. This was pre-COVID, not a lot of hand washing. Too graphic? Not graphic enough. Yeah, I don't know. I left there feeling more guilty. I was like, I have to think about my own kids. One thing, I got to think about the 7-year-old's day now. It's like, I felt worse. But that was that. And I always think about this, I never really knew what to make of this story. So I brought it up with some of my friends. I was like, yeah, like, what do you guys think about this? And they all kind of ragged on me, like, Matt, why are you looking at yourself as a victim? Like, you chose to go up to that 7-year-old man and talk about your dick. Like, that's kind of on you. Like, there are real victims out there. And they all kind of looked at me and they all agreed at the same time. They were all like, yeah, Matt, your mom should have fucking aborted you. All right, thank you guys. That's what I thought.
Hey, big round of applause for Matt. That's our show. Looking forward to the Mother's Day show. All right, that's all for us. Improv's up next, but if you're not staying for improv, we advise you leave just because of the limit with the seats. But thank you guys for coming. Have a good night.
So if I can get everyone who's staying for this show to take a seat, if not, please make your way out. Yeah. Yeah, conflict. Should we just and just I know.
Like I was fine too. I was like, all right. I was like, I've had a great day. It's a whole bunch of my friends.
No, you're good. You're good, Patrick.
What's shift on Friday? Do you work? Twelve 4:30.
That was so funny. That was so good. Yes, is that okay? Okay, just double check. Yeah, we're still live. I see.
There was one time, Big Mike. Well, okay, he's not like big, so he's just like a skinny white guy. He's just like 5'8", 5'9", because he's tall. And it's funny. he's always, because we're hanging out and he knows when the I know. Like myself. Anybody that you've introduced me to become a big fan. Anyway, he knows I'm ticklish. So I had a party at my house. No, because when I
Hello? Can everyone take a seat, please? We're going to start in a second, but you have to have your butt in a seat, and then we'll do that. Round of
I was actually 30 minutes early. You're here. I am.
Hello, everyone. How are we doing tonight? Well, COVID has been really tough on everyone, but it's been especially tough on mothers. So this year, because of like COVID and social distancing, couples have to get creative during Valentine's Day. So let's find out what the humor is over here, yeah?
Yeah. I've been picking up girls the old-fashioned way, running down the street, screaming in a diaper, and hitting them with an arrow.
Well, since dating's a lot in the COVID compact, I have to resort to kissing my pod of 10 closest friends in the mouth instead.
So I tried really hard to impress my crush, and when that didn't work, I asked out one of my Animal Crossing villagers and then got rejected again.
This year, I finally mustered up the courage to send my crush a box of chocolates. And if she doesn't go out with me after that, I won't give her the antidote.
Like many other people, before I started working on my online presence, making videos, pictures, content, great reception. I guess you could say there's only fans out there. Yeah, to be honest, COVID Valentine's Day doesn't really change much. I'll just be home, alone, with a webcam, hanging out with strangers.
So I've recently tried my hand out at internet dating. I've been on this website called 4chan. And I met this lovely lady. I don't know her name, but she goes by Q. Come to think of it, I haven't heard from her since January 6th.
I've had to start using Tinder for more than finding drug dealers and making my TAs very, very uncomfortable. The other day, someone brushed their bare elbow up against mine, and it left me trembling like I was in the Victorian era. I'm thinking about breaking out the move on my boyfriend this weekend.
Yeah, well, I've had no worries this Valentine's Day. My girlfriend and I have been able to socially distance because, well, I live in Indiana, and she does not exist.
You know what? Come to think of it, I haven't been around a group of this many people in a really long time. It's kind of hard. How many of you are single?
Yeah! Make some noise if you can relate! Welcome to the Lonely Hearts Club show. We're going to have a great show tonight. All right, let's keep on this side. Yeah! All right, guys, our first game tonight is a game of dating game. This game is 4 improvisers, we're going to get them up here right now. And Isabel is going to leave the room because she is our lucky contestant. Oh,
Hi, Isabel.
Hi, Isabel.
We've got some chairs here. We got it for the 4 contestants. Let's use that for this. Over here. Yeah, so this game's pretty fun. Isabel's going to be out there, and she's going to be our contestant on a lovely dating show with 3 hot and steamy bachelors. They are going to be a celebrity, have a weird occupation, have a weird quirk, and she has to guess what each 3 of them are through questions. So while we get this chair thing sorted out, more chairs, and then the 3 people on stage. Who's the 3 people? Yeah, there are. We are going to be having a celebrity, someone with a weird occupation that's work. So can we get some celebrities out there for Andy? Cyrus. What's up? Just pick one that you like. Paula Dean. What was that? Janet Allen, Secretary of the Treasury. What's up to you?
That guy. You got it.
Tom Cruise, you got one?
Yeah. Either Tom Cruise or Miley Cyrus.
It's all up to you. Eric Truman. What do you got?
I'm Tom Cruise.
All right, Tom Cruise. Now, can we get a strange occupation? Something that you wouldn't see someone actually have as their job. Toe doctor. Okay, yeah. And finally, a random and strange quirk for Ryan to have. Fetishize his suffering. Let's get a good one real quick. Well, do you want that one, Ryan? No. All right, then, what else do we got? Can't say the letter S. What else? A strange quirk. Anything weird about it? What? TikTok famous. TikTok famous. Anything else? Waiting for the laugh track. He's constantly waiting for a laugh track. All right. Let's all call Isabel back in on 3. 1, 2, 3. Isabel! Hello and welcome to the Love Boat, the only nautical-themed dating show. I'm your host, the captain, and with me is our lovely contestant. Why don't you introduce yourself?
Hi, I'm Cassandra. I got really into astrology over the summer, but I don't know that much about it. I know that, I'm an Aquafina sun, I'm a Toronto moon, and I think I'm a Capri sun rising. And, I, like all the planets, got really into TikTok, and now that Mercury's in Renegade, I'm looking for love.
All right, sounds great. Well, we got 3 bachelors and bachelorettes here for you, so why don't you ask them a question to get to know them?
Great. I got into some really interesting stuff over the summer, obviously the stars. Can you tell me what you usually do in your free time?
Well, I really admire your deep spirituality that you have. And I'll also say that I myself am pretty into my faith or my spirituality. I don't know what quite to call it. It's just a way of being.
Okay.
Yeah, so in my profession, a lot of people are like really into, like what I do. Like they have a weird thing for it. So like I spend a lot of time just making sure my clients are doing well, up to date on their prescriptions and creams and exfoliations and whatnot, so that they can continue to sell pictures of themselves on the internet. But like of only a specific region.
Well, day to day, I just kind of get into all sorts of wacky hijinks around the house. Just like running around, falling over things, going like, oh, skippity-doo! No? Oh, yeah, that's me.
All right, that's Fred. You want to ask them another question?
I really would like to. So that's really exciting. I like to spend my nights looking at the stars. I like to look for, like the big dipshit. Just look for constipation and all that stuff. So can you kind of tell me what like your perfect night looks like?
Yeah, I've been thinking about that a lot coming into this. You know, I'm the kind of person, I'm really where the action's at. I can take you to impossible heights. You know, I was talking to my friend Elron Hubbard the other day, and he said that I am quite the ladies' man. But I don't want to give away my secrets. So I just want to let you know I would take you there.
Thank you.
An ideal night for me would probably be like a nice long walk barefoot on the beach, and just looking down a lot, and like looking at everyone else as they pass by, as I like look down and see what needs improving. And so that would be my ideal night under the moonlight. You know, it all just looks a little special, a little spectacular.
Big Dipper, I barely know her. No. Alright. Yeah, so just silly me, you know, I wait around all night. Just keep on waiting and waiting for reality to just hit, I guess. Yeah.
You think you know, or your choice? You want one
You
more?
know, I think I have most of them. Well, we do belong to the same church, Mr. Cruz. I really I don't think the stars are aligned for us, but I appreciate it. A dermatologist for people who sell feet pics.
You're not completely wrong. You're just not quite there. You know, I have a degree in this, actually.
You have a degree in this?
Yep.
You do?
Yes, I do.
Highly educated.
Yeah.
Like, okay. We're just gonna move on from that for a second. And the worst comedian in America? Are you?
Well, I'm not the only star of this show. My life kind of revolves around the same 3 seats. Always sitting in the same room, just waiting for the audience to applaud.
This is fantastic. You guys seem like a lot of fun. It would be really excellent if, you know, foot guy. Could you tell me, like, how you know what makes a good foot?
Absolutely. You know, what makes a good foot is no bunions, and I remove those myself. And then I send them to my assistant, who files and trims the toenails to make them look nice and ripe. Then I have a third person, and they do manicures, and I overlook the whole thing. But that's what makes a good foot is no bunions, nice and smooth, exfoliated, and painted nails.
So, do you, like, only do pedicures?
I have a degree, ma'am. Okay?
A
Yeah.
PhD?
Yep, you might call me a certain thing because of it.
A doctor?
I am, in fact, a foot doctor.
Why are you applauding? Science is laugh. Come on, please.
Oh, you poor man.
You just keep waiting for something to
Just
happen.
give me a laugh.
Are you just like waiting? You're just waiting. Waiting for the laugh?
Yeah! Who do you want? Who are you choosing?
I think I have to choose the foot doctor.
All right, great. 4 guys on stage for a game of Foursquare. Yeah. Not you. This game, if we can get the 4th person up, there we are. You're going to get 4 improv scenes for the price of 1. Each side of the square is going to get its own sort of scene. At any point, I can say switch right, and the 4 improvisers will switch right. And sometimes they can be mischievous and say switch left.
No.
And they do the other way. You know, oh, it's so crazy. Let's get it. For this first run, can we get a prompt of a non-geographic location? Anything at all? No. A chessboard. Your prompt is a chessboard. Switch right. Now for this side, can we get a prompt of a strange relationship? Second cousin. Switch right. For this side, from this side of the audience, can we get the prompt of something that would fit in a fridge? Severed head. Switch right. And for this final side, can I get a line to start the scene?
Hello.
Your line is hello. Switch right review.
Chessboard.
Switch right.
Second cousin.
Switch right.
A severed head.
Switch right.
Hello.
Switch right and begin.
So neat, I hear you got the new chessboard. It's pretty cool and cooler than mine.
Yeah, mine's themed after The Simpsons. Yeah, Lisa's the rook. Oh yeah. I bet yours, what, yours is a castle?
Right.
Bethany?
Todd?
I did not know Sasha invited you to the reunion.
I know, it's so good to be back after all those years, you know?
Yeah.
Last time with that incident with
Especially with what you did to Dan last time. He was not happy.
I know, I don't think his eyebrows were all the same.
Yeah, he still can't walk. You know that?
Switch right.
Boy, I would like you to bring me the king's head on a platter. Severed!
Like the king?
I heard what I said.
Why?
Switch right.
Hello.
No, man, we've talked about this.
Oh, come on. I'm a nice guy.
We've talked about this. You come into my library all the time, say weird things to the kids.
I'm just looking for friends.
Switch right.
Yeah. I bet you wouldn't even know how to play with my board.
Well, if you're so cool with your March Queen and your Homer King, I'll play it for him.
Oh yeah?
Switch right.
I'm just saying he told you to stay away from the cheese fountain, and you went straight for the cheese fountain, and now he can't walk.
I told Doug, back off, that's mine. Didn't listen.
Oh,
Tripped him.
wait. Since when do you have a claim on the family cheese fountain?
Switch left.
All right, you're on.
Switch left.
I'm a nice guy. Listen, the kids. I'm not. I just want to teach
No,
them
switch
about
left.
literature.
It's just like I owe the king a favor, and I feel like I shouldn't cut off his head, you know?
That doesn't seem like a valid excuse to me.
But like he paid for my library book.
Switch right twice.
Okay. I'll dance you for it. There you go.
Switch right.
Okay. I do feel pretty bad about what I did to Doug. What are you trying to tell me? There's no cheese fountain at this reunion.
I'm telling you there's no cheese fountain in this room because you were invited. And we can't trust you around the Gouda anymore, Kate. We know what it does to you.
I'm a bit of a cheesehead. Makes me go crazy.
And scene. All right. This next game for three improvisers is called Cut to That. Three up here. This scene we'll be doing a regular improv scene, but anytime I can tell them to cut to something, you know, like a Family Guy cutaway. Yeah. So like I could be like, Ryan, how's your day been?
Terrible.
Cut to when it was good.
Oh, look at me. This is such a good breakfast.
There it is. That's how it's gonna work. So we're gonna have two people start on and someone start off. Can we get a prompt of a relationship? Anything at all?
First cousins.
No. Anything else? Teacher and student is your prompt. Take it as you will and begin.
Listen, teach. You know, you gave me an F on this test, and it brings my grade down. You know, if I get a bad grade, then I fail, and my dad will get mad, and nothing's good, and I just need to pass this class.
Well, Jimmy, I don't quite care. Your performance was quite inadequate. This is choir, for God's sake.
That's his performance.
Come on, Jimmy. Now choir, come, Jimmy.
Cut back.
I just cannot give you a passing grade.
I mean, maybe I could sing more for you. You could give me some after-school lessons and sing. I can play the drums real well.
Perhaps you could. I am looking for a spot in my new jazz band.
Why, that'd be great for me.
Cut to the jazz band.
All right, come on, come on.
Hey, new kid.
How we doing, eh?
You know, in the jazz band.
Yeah, I play a little drums, on the side.
Well, I'd like to see what you got. It's going to take you a while to get up to our speed, if you know what I mean.
Oh, I'm pretty good.
Hey, stop flirting back there. We have a set to rehearse.
Cut to their first date.
So, new kid? You're nice tonight.
Thanks. You look pretty good, too.
Surprised your dad made us go out so early. I'm used to late nights, but...
Well, I gotta get in bed early, wake up early for,
Cut to their second date.
All right, new kid, I don't know if this is working out.
Was I going too fast? I don't know,
It's not you, it's your dad.
Jimmy, you're out too late with that whore again.
Jimmy, I just wish he wasn't so direct with us. I'm used to being a leader in the jazz band, and your dad's this new authority figure in my life, and
we could just, hit the hay.
Cut to the dad on the date with them.
Why you two are out so late? You should be rehearsing. What are you doing?
You know what, Mr. Rogers?
What do you want?
You know Mr. Rogers?
No.
Your son, you don't understand how special he is.
Oh, like hell I don't. This boy is a gifted drummist. He has to get to bed early and wake up early so he can perfect his talent. You are distracting him.
No, Mr. Rogers. You need to set him free so he can express his talents.
Cut to him setting him free.
All right, old sport. It's time for me to let you out of this cage that I call your bedroom. You're free.
Where do I go from here?
And scene. Our last game before the break is a game of relay, which takes 6 improvisers up here. So let's get 6 on up. You're going to be getting 3 different scenes, not for the price of 1, just 3 different scenes. These 3 scenes are going to be each of these 2. And at any point, someone will step forward and begin a scene, and the people in the back can clap and take the last line of that scene and begin a new one with that line. So let's get a prompt for our middle 2. We're going to step forward and begin us off here. Let's get a prompt of a non-geographic location, anywhere at all. What was that? Vaccination clinic is your prompt. Real tell it time. Take it as you will and begin.
All right, darling, are you ready?
Yes, I'm so excited.
For the flu shot.
Flu shot?
Yeah, baby, it's influenza. It's everywhere.
I thought this was the polio vaccine.
Honey, this is a CVS pharmacy.
Do I at least get like the sticker and the cool thing that says I saved my fellow man for getting the vaccine or nothing like that?
You can get a firm pat on the back and a receipt on your way out.
And you can get a firm pat on the back and a receipt on the way out.
My mom said I get a lollipop.
Well, we can work that in, too, if that's something that you would like.
I want cherry.
Well, actually, we do not have...
I want cherry!
Oh my God, they did not tell me banking would be like that.
The taxes are so high! I just want a lollipop!
I have this one.
That's great!
Okay.
I have no money in my bank account.
We can offer you a loan.
Really?
It depends on your credit score, maybe?
I don't own a car or a house. I don't own a car or a house.
That's okay, man. I mean, I own a car and a house occasionally.
What does occasionally mean?
I mean, when they're not there and I find a key under the spot, then I got a house.
Oh, so we should look under the mat over there.
We should.
Oh, okay. So we should look under the mat over there, and you can like show me all your little other instructions that you have in the series.
Under the mat? It's a pharmacy. This is just interior design at its finest.
No, but like, you know, the
The back room.
Look, I understand we aren't chipping Joanna Gaines in here, but it's a good pharmacy, and you still need to get your vaccine. I got people coming in 30 minutes.
I want the polio shot. Just give me a little, please.
I don't have the polio shot for you.
You put me in a damn iron lung because of this.
How would I do that? Our budget is not that high.
How can I do that? Our budget is not that high.
Please.
I'm so sorry.
I need help.
How much? How much?
I have 62 cents in my bank account.
Your story is so compelling.
So why can't you just give me the money? I don't understand. Why can't we just print more and not tell anybody about it?
I don't know.
Why can't we just print more and not tell anyone about it? There's a key copying kiosk in the CVS.
But the CVS is like 30 miles away and you don't have a car.
I don't have a car!
You should maybe buy a car. We should print a car.
We should... I don't think that'll work.
I don't think that'll work. You can't just take an earring off the ground and pretend it's the polio vaccine.
It has a spike. It goes in.
Don't. Just leave the pharmacy.
You know what?
Vacate the premises.
I'm gonna start unraveling the receipts.
No!
Yeah.
No! Receipt paper is a valuable resource. Get out of here.
Give me the vaccine!
I don't have it. I have very little money.
I have very little money. And I just don't know what to do anymore.
I don't know what to do either.
It's your job!
Oh, no! It's so corrupt.
I want to move to Italy.
In your lollipop.
I want to move to Italy.
Funny how you want to move to Italy, but you can't even drive to Indiana.
I get it, Mom! Okay? God!
And scene. All the improvisers should stand up in a line back here because we are going to be doing some stand and delivers, which are just one-liner jokes that we like to call STD. So, the only ones you want on Valentine's Day. We are going to be doing a game of Back in My Day. So to start us off, you'll see how it works. We just need something that we will be doing back in our day before it ever would happen or existed. So anything at all, literally anything.
The stock market.
The stock market. Back in my day before the stock market. Take it as you will.
Back in my day before the stock market, that was just a place we went. Back in my day, the stock market was just a place we got ramen noodles. Back in my day, the stock market was just what we called the place where I got my daughter to be sold off.
Back in my day, a bull market is where I just bought bulls.
Back in my day, a bear market was just where I bought bears.
Back in my day, Reddit was just what I did with the morning paper. Reddit.
Back in my day, Wall Street was just in Berlin, and then no one could go to the other side of the wall.
Back in my day, Dow Jones was the cranky old man that lived across the street.
Back in my day, GameStop is just what we said we wanted the game of chess to end. Game, stop!
Back in my day, a stockbroker was just the guy who came up and cut the lock when you were standing there with your head in your arms.
Back in my day, Robin Hood was on the side of the poor. Think about it a little bit.
Back in my day, Daddy JFK sent us to the moon.
Back in my day, when we did the bank robberies old style, I would just yell, Goldman, get the sacks!
Back in my day, the dead cat bounce was a shitty experiment result.
Way back in my day, if we said the market was crashing, it was just that day Jesus got really mad in the temple.
Can we get one more, something else from back in my day? Anything else before back in my day?
Hindenburg.
Should we do books? Books is a good one. Yes, you want Hindenburg.
Back in my day, the grapes of wrath was just an angry wine.
Back in my day, Harry Potter was just that dude making ceramics down the street from me with those hairy old arms.
Back in my day, the Hunger Games were what me and my siblings would play over the last crust of bread.
Back in my day, Gatsby was just all right.
Back in my day, the catcher in the rye was just a farmer.
Back in my day, there was one shade of gray.
Alright, we're going to be moving on to a Valentine's themed game called Pickup Lines. So we're going to be giving you guys some pickup lines you can be using in COVID, I guess, to pick people up. So can we get a prompt of what we want to do pickup lines with?
Teletubbies.
Well, too specific. Anything else though? Kids television shows. Perfect. We're doing kids television shows. Pickup lines. Kids television shows.
Ooh. Hey, baby. My name's Molly. Do you want to come over to my comfy couch? Ooh, Molly's big comfy couch.
Hey girl, I can show you my magic school bus.
Hey girl, come back to my place and I'll show you all the wiggles.
Hey, boy. I call my nethers Clifford because it's big and red. You just got a letter. You just got a letter.
It's a love letter from me.
Hey girl, bet you never tried the Zaboomafu position.
Hey, boy. It's going to take a few times to slide in my DMs. I will put you on that cyber chase. Hey, baby. I can promise you won't be dragging your tail after a night.
Hey girl, after I put on my furry suit, you'll have to be on Paw Patrol.
Okay, we're going to get another prompt. So, what's another thing that we're going to do pickup lines with?
U.S. President.
U.S. President! How do we feel, good? Okay, so pickup lines with U.S. presidents. Let's see it.
Hey girl, call me Abe because you and I are going to be Lincoln.
Hey girl, you want to check out my Harry Truman?
Hey boy, are you tapped? Because I'm going to get stuck in the tub. Hey boy, I got a washing ton of money.
Hey girl, I call it Warren G because it'd be harder.
Come back to my place and call me Herbert Hoover and we can crash.
Hey boy, you like Bush? I got two.
Hey girl, are you any president after Lincoln? Because I have trouble remembering your name.
Hey boy, you can only come over if you promise you know where the Clinton is. Okay, so up next we're going to play a game called Sex is Like. So I want to hear from you guys first. What is sex like? What should our prompt be for this one?
Vehicles.
Sex is like vehicles. Okay, so to kick it off, we're going to have sex is like vehicles.
Sex is like vehicles. I want a motorboat.
Sex is like my Ford. It's my escape. I drive a Ford.
Sex with me is like my Subaru, clean and efficient.
Sex with a man named Ford who has a lot of attention problems and likes to talk to himself. Sounds a little bit like this. Ford, focus!
You know, girls, sex with me is like Kia. You can feel it in your soul.
Sex is also like my Subaru. It's not very good in the snow.
Sex is like vehicles. The guy I met
on Tinder last weekend with Cadillac.
You know, my body counts like a Ford truck. It's F-150.
Sex with me is like the Toyota Camry. I won the award for safest vehicle.
Okay, so we're going to change it over to a different prompt on that note. So what's another thing? What's sex like, folks?
Fruit.
Fruit. Fruit?
Yeah.
All right, sex is like fruit. Let's hear it.
Sex is like fruit. You and I make a great pair.
Sex is like tropical fruit. Passionate.
Sex with me is like fruit. I'm gonna make you kumquat.
Sex with me is like an orange. There's lots of grinding.
Sex in the kitchen is like fruit. There's a palm on granite.
An unfulfilled sexual experience is like fruit. Sorry about the blueberries.
Sex with me is like honeydew. No one wants to touch it.
Sex with me, oh shit, sex with me is like fruit. I often think the girl orgasms, but afterwards I find out she's just lying. Lying.
Sex before marriage is like fruit. You can't elope.
Sex is like fruit. It's all fun and games till you swallow a seed.
So we're going to jump into our next game. Wonderful work on the STD. Do we need this in the front or to the side?
Over here.
Okay. Sorry, I'm new.
Tilted down.
Putting on a new little cover for COVID safety for you all. Okay, hi everyone. My name is Annie. I'm doing the second round. Okay, I'm going to do 4 improvisers up. This next game we're going to play is called Date of Thought. Thank you, Captain, for the 2 chairs. The way this game works is we're going to have 2 improvisers sitting on a cute little date. Happy Valentine's Day! And the 2 improvisers on the wing are going to be giving their inner monologue. So this should be interesting. For this date, can I get a prompt of where they are?
Chuck E. Cheese.
Chuck E. Cheese. Okay, your prompt is Chuck E. Cheese. Take it as you go again.
This pizza's pretty good, right, babe?
I fucking love Chuck E. Cheese.
Yeah, I think there's like a token in mind, but like that's probably just like a bonus.
Oh, man. Can I have it?
I just love Chuck E. Cheese, man.
That's nice. Maybe you can get me like a prize or something.
Where's that mouse? Where's that fucking mouse?
You want me to get you a prize? No. I'm saving up for the PS4, bro.
It's gonna be sick. We're gonna be the coolest kid in school.
I forgot. I'm so sorry. Do you know what's inside the machines that play the music up there?
Do you think the mouse hides inside the machines and if I play it will come sing to me?
The machine? Who cares about the machine? It's crappy music anyways. It's just the food and games, right? Who cares about the animals, the singing animals?
Yeah, especially that mouse. I hate that mouse. I'd scream if he came over here.
I don't mind the music. I actually got their record last season. It was just like bitchin'. It was so cool.
Yeah, that song won't get out of my head. Mouse, mouse, I like mouse, mouse, mouse.
Yeah, interesting record. Yeah. The mouse was a really interesting singer. That's how I describe it.
Hang on. Is my girlfriend having an affair with that fucking mouse?
I don't know. I just think the mouse is like a really independent spirit, and like I don't know. He's just really talented.
And you wear those big gloves.
Those big gloves!
Why are you talking about the mouse so much? Huh? Stop thinking about the mouse, right? You don't care about the mouse, right, babe?
She totally got the hots for that fucking mouse!
What? No, I don't like a mouse.
I love the mouse. I love him so much. Oh.
I'm so angry right now!
Babe, are you okay? Do you want another bite of the little mouse pizza?
Baby, stop talking about the mouse. It's just pizza, okay?
I hate Chuck E. Cheese!
It's all mouse themed. That's like the mouse ball pit and the mouse games. Like, didn't you want to come here for the mouse experience?
I mean, I thought that's why that's his favorite spot was the mice, but
You think I like the mice? No, I'm here for the games, all right? I'm here to win shit. Not look at the fucking singing mouse.
Yeah, I only care about that singing chicken. That's hot as hell. Oh yeah.
You can leave them on because super fun. Our next game is called Pillars. We can get our two improvisers up. And I think someone just told me that Pillars is a game that needs audience volunteers. You get on out here. Who's our second volunteer? Oh, I see him here. Come on up. Okay, so, hello. Can you tell the audience your name? Hello, Ahana. And can you tell the audience your name?
Hi, my name is Fiona Collins.
Let's get a round of applause for Ahana and Fiona. So, you may be seated. I'm going to explain how the game works. So, the way this game works is it's going to be like a normal scene, but if at any point in the scene, one of our little improvisers back here wants to, tag in one of our volunteers, they'll just tap them with these sticks that we have so they don't actually have to touch them. Okay.
Safety!
Woo! And you guys will kind of sub in a word or a line or whatever fits. So for example, Declan, how was your day today?
Oh, it was fantastic. I went to the
Dog show?
Oh.
The dog show! Okay, cool, yeah. So for this game, can we get a prompt of a relationship?
Patient and doctor.
Anybody else? These are all people that you
disgraced son and mother.
Disgraced son and mother. Okay, disgraced son and mother is your prompt. Take it as you will and begin.
I have never been so ashamed of you in my life.
Mom, I thought Bitcoin was gonna be way bigger. Right?
Every single dime?
Yeah, and then it got big, but I sold all our shares before it did because you wanted me to.
You even wanted the couch cushions. Of course I wanted you to take them out.
Ah, you didn't get cryptocurrency. It's the blockchain, Mom.
You've been doing this your entire life, ever since
Robin Hood didn't give to the poor.
Robin Hood didn't give to the poor. You've been on this bullshit.
I thought they were gonna be on my side. They're named Robin Hood, Mom.
Oh, Mother, it's me, your favorite child, with all my GameStop money. Hi, Brad.
Susie!
How's your little Bitcoin?
Oh, you were always Mom's favorite ever since you
Said hi to her.
You were so cordial!
Human decency. You never said hi to me. Ever since the day you were born, you just came out and said goodbye. Didn't even wait a second for me to hold you.
Yeah, well, I was going places, all right? I couldn't stay long. I had things to do. I had to.
Buy Dogecoin.
Yeah, Bitcoin's lesser known brother. Dogecoin.
Well, I can now use all my GameStop money to buy Mother anything she wants, such as feet.
Susie!
I want so many feet that when I get those feet, I'm going to kick you out of the house with them.
You and your fetishes, Mom. You always knew that it made me crazy you were into
Toes.
toes. Those little piggies ran all over the market.
Rich women can afford to be into toes, Brad.
Ah! Susie!
Children, please. We all know toes are amazing. And you know why?
Because.
Because, goddammit, it's all said.
I never understood.
You don't need to. You just need to understand that it is. Nothing else.
Well, I'll say the thing I always say. Goodbye, Mom. I'm leaving. I'm gonna go join the
Fuck you, people.
fuck you people. It's like this indie band. They're really cool.
Well, I hope you have fun with the fuck you people, and I hope they take you very far, all the way to
Kansas City.
That's our first tour. That's our first tour stop. It's gonna be swift, Susie.
Yes.
Inspiring authors in the audience. So let's get those three improvisers up. They're here. And I'm a lot out of breath from that chair, guys. I'm not going to lie. So the way this game works is that we're going to have one improviser, Katie here, is going to be our author for the night. Based on your prompt, she's going to come up with a story just out of her brain. It's amazing. And these two lovely improvisers are going to act it out. So can we get a prompt that is the title of the story?
Five little fuckers.
Something less profane.
The night before Valentine's Day.
The night before Valentine's Day, I'll take it. Thank you, shrouded person. Woo! Okay, the night before Valentine's Day. Take it as you will, and let's kick it off. I really don't want to write this essay, but guess I will. The night before Valentine's Day by Jessica P. 5th grade. Chapter 1. 'Twas the night before Valentine's Day. And all through the house, everyone was lonely, including our pet mouse. So I went up to go play with his cage, and he said to me, "Honey, you better be using sage." And then he proceeded to tell me our house was very haunted, and I got very scared.
I hear the ghosts, and they tell me crazy things. They tell me that there's no more cheese. I think you should check on that, by the way. And they tell me that the sticks in the corners that had the cheese on them, that they're poison cheese. It's a horrible existence for me. I keep worried about my neck.
I'm so glad we're friends. You know, I would never have known about this danger in my house. You know, Mom doesn't know about us, but, you know, I'll do anything you say.
Richard was a very good mouse and my very best friend. He gave me the best advice. We went on so many fun adventures together. And I knew he had a special surprise for us tonight. In his pocket, he had this big envelope, and he showed me what was inside.
I bet you want to see inside my envelope, huh?
Yeah, Richard, what's in the envelope?
It's only secrets. My friend Remy gave it to me. I'm not supposed to show it to anybody. But it's a really cool recipe for a great mac and cheese. Lots of cheese. You hear me? Cheese.
You know, Richard, you've done so much for me. I will cook you this mac and cheese. With every line, I will follow it to the letter.
Extra cheese, though.
Extra cheese. I got you.
So I looked over this super, super long, crazy list. And it was such a Valentine's Day miracle. The only two ingredients. The first one was cheese, and the second was love. But sadly, I'm only a 5th grader, and I didn't really know how to find that. So I called my older sister, and she told me to go look under my bed. Where I found another friend who was really cool. But then my mouse got really jealous and stopped me. You're not going to do that anymore. Erase. I didn't really like that. Okay, you're right. All right. So then Richard tells me that it's time for us to do the special dance to make the cheese.
Richard, I want you to dance with me.
Well, I feel like this will be very awkward for your back.
Yo, listen. that recipe gave some very specific instructions, and you said it yourself that I needed love.
Yes.
And Richard, you're my only friend.
That's really pathetic of you, but I mean, I'll tell
Richard. Richard?
Yes.
Sorry, I'm a little shy. Richard, do you love me?
Oh, this is really awkward. I didn't tell you, but the mouse down the street's been looking pretty fine recently.
The mouse down the street?
Minnie, you seen her? Batty.
Well, there was a mouse under my bed earlier. Maybe they'll love me.
Maybe they will. You don't got the Gouda like Minnie does.
And in this moment, with Richard's very vast and sad friendship, I realized that I was the only friend I need. And that 5th grade wasn't going to be so bad after all.
Okay, so we're going to do a quick little game of text from last night, and we'll get 3 improvisers up on stage for it. And we're also going to need one audience volunteer who has a very busy group chat from which we can borrow. The volunteer, yeah. So we're going to use your phone, and one person in this regular old scene is going to speak only to this text message. So what was that? Okay.
We're cool?
Yeah, cool.
Social security number.
And we do have prompts of just something that starts with the letter S.
Sexy bum.
Snakes. Snakes is your prompt. Take it as you will.
Yeah, you have a serious snake problem, dude.
Sitting right in the front.
Are you trying to flirt with me? The exterminator?
Can I spit in you?
I think that goes past the $40 copay, but I can see that I can work out.
Psychoanalyze me, why don't you, Freud?
Well, you want to spit at me, and that's pretty weird. So, oh, there's a knock at the door. Oh, terrible.
Honey, I'm home.
Kerner!
Yep, this is Kerner, your wife. Nice to meet you, Kerner. I know nothing about you. You don't have an affair.
You must be just the regular exterminator. Huh?
Yep, just the regular one. You know
Honey,
me.
how's it going?
Dinner.
I mean, I guess I could start on it now. That's a little aggressive.
It's pretty old-fashioned of you.
Yeah, but that's Saturday.
Oh, yeah, you know, Saturday's for the boys, so the girls cook on every other day. Yep.
I'm not cooking for you. Not under that mentality.
I'm getting rid of your snakes and dealing with another one.
I don't think I understand. Honey, can you clear this up?
You're usually good at this.
Yeah, I mean, you're really good at psychoanalyzing, because I know that I'm not great at it, but...
What's that supposed to mean?
I'm scared she'll think I have a question.
Oh, yeah, let me explain. So basically, I'm hooking up with your husband. And the snake's problem has been between his legs the whole time.
I don't...
But there's also a boa, so, you know...
That is a lot to take in at one time. Honey, what do you have to say for yourself?
This is my semester, bitch.
A lovely little game called the Duck Game. So, let's get 2 improvisers done. The way this works is each 3 improvisers are going to be on 3 different locations, and they're going to bounce between these 3 locations until at the 3rd iteration they die. So you'll see it. Can we get some prompts of what geographic locations, non-geographic locations, they are at? Minecraft. Okay.
Hell yeah.
You're in an F for number 2. And prom. And then prom for number 3. So let's prom. Like prom pose, dancing, music, embarrassment. So can we run it as our 3 locations?
Yeah, Minecraft, Nest,
Prom.
dog? Wow. Please don't explode. I have a whole house here.
Oh, it's very nice, yes.
No, don't go there. I'd rather you explode like me rather than my house.
Well, if you stand a little far away from me, I'll just look around. Nice house, huh?
Oh, jump to the nest.
Oh, cheap. Mama!
My son! My son!
Splash!
Us bald eagles gotta eat.
Oh, this is such a cute pose we have.
I'm getting started on the dancing a little early.
Yeah, we can get in too.
Gerald, you got such great moves. Oh my gosh.
I like to get low.
Oh my gosh. Gerald too, you got great moves as well.
Yeah, you should try some out,
Alright.
Steven.
I've never been such much of a dancer. I'll try a little
That's
bit.
okay. Prompts for everyone.
Alright.
Wow.
Really? Yeah, like that? Alright. Stay away from the village. I gotta
Stay away from my village.
Whoa, yes, don't let it. We just stay right away over there.
No, guys, I think I misunderstood in this situation.
Really? I don't know. You explode things.
Well, I can't help it. I have anger issues.
You blew up my wife and kids.
Oh, come on now. They were asking for it.
Whoa! You can't say things like that in Minecraft.
I'll prove it to you. Let me get a little closer.
Oh, I don't trust that for a minute.
No.
No, it's fine, guys.
I shouldn't stand here.
No, I'm going this way.
Mom, I get so many worms. Oh no, Mom! Oh, I get so many worms. Oh, you always my Mama's favorite.
Take your turn, Brendan.
I'm starving. Back off, bitch! I have
Us bald eagles must learn the lessons of freedom.
Yes.
One at a time.
Oh, his wings are hurting. I can't leave the nest already. Woo! Oh, this is what happens when I'm nourished.
My son. Now you.
No, my wings are hurting. You're offending.
Well,
get out of the nest, please. No, bitch. No. Oh! I'm falling. Wow. The chicken dance, huh?
That
Fun
was
one.
great.
Yeah, it's like, it's funny, right?
Me and him both being named Gerald.
Yeah. I always thought that was quirky. Like, it's a quirky little thing.
You know, when you said you were taking Gerald to the dance, I was like, odd you're referring to me in the third person, but like, yeah, I'll go. So here we are.
We look pretty similar too, don't we?
Yeah, you're like twins separated at birth.
Huh.
Crazy. And I took both you guys to prom. Wait, be careful. You could tear open the space-time continuum. You have to be careful.
Whoa.
You could puncture a hole, like a paper folded in half, a hole punch right through it.
I've seen that before.
Yeah, in Tenet and other science fiction movies.
What's your mother's name?
Oh my God.
Oh, no, don't blow me up,
Yeah,
please.
don't do that. Don't do that.
What was your mother's name?
Geraldine.
Oh, I did blow her up.
No.
Yeah.
Oh,
Guys.
I'll get my vengeance. Ah!
No, I didn't get to explode. I never got to explode.
Guys, let's go to the nest.
Son, help your mother.
No, you never loved me.
You dirty boy, you won't help our mother out of the nest. I can't lift her alone.
Please, I'm old now. I'm old and decrepit now. I need you to take care of me.
Yes, and I'm a large bald eagle now.
You never treated her well. I'm going to rip you apart with my talent.
Really? I don't think so. Ah, fighting time. Ah!
He beat me.
I am victorious. Don't touch. Don't touch.
We're just so heartbroken that you would choose both of us rather than one or none.
Well, don't comfort each other. You could tear open space-time.
We must unite.
No. Mike,
Ryan,
Declan,
Annalise,
Joy.
Isabella,
Run
and I'm Lucy.
and we got two people who it's their first show ever, so why don't you guys step forward real quick? Who would have thought? Awesome, that's good, man. Take him out. Thanks to the live streamers as well. Bye, everyone. Yeah, that's it.
I'm glad that I explained it Oh, wait, you guys are new. You're new. Here we
Never mind the lights gone. Hey, someone close the curtain.
Semester.